Hey there YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how I monitor my generator remotely. Now this is an older generator. It's a pre-evolution unit, so it does not have capabilities to simply add on a wireless unit. So I had to improvise. So there you can see the green OK light and a timestamp so that you can monitor the status of your generator panel. Alright, let's show you how I did it. Simple enough, huh? Not very clean. So you simply get yourself a Wyze V2 security camera. A V3 will work, but in my testing I've noticed that the V2 has a much better antenna, and when it's inside of a giant metal box you need a really good antenna. You're also going to get yourself a high quality USB car adapter. Not the cheapest one you can find, but spend like 15 bucks, something good. I used an Anker brand because I've had good experience with them, not because they're affiliated with me. And I'm choosing Wyze because it has 2 weeks of free video backup to the cloud. So the Wyze V2 and the V3 come with a magnetic base, which sticks nicely to the metal panel here. And then you can just aim the camera so that you have a view of your lights. So on my panel, I don't know if it's every panel, but these lights are actually offset a little bit. So if you're dead on, the light that's supposed to be far left kind of shows up on the second hole here. So if you hit it from kind of an angle, it looks right. But otherwise, it looks like that, and it looks like the second light is green, which is low oil, which is never green. It's a red light. I don't know if that's just because mine is misaligned or if they're all misaligned, but I wanted to mention that. This is fused, so that's kind of nice, with a 7.5 amp fuse. So if there's a short in your power adapter, it's still good. Make sure that you bundle up your wire there so that it doesn't get sucked into the air intake that cools the generator. You could also hardwire directly to the battery, but then you'd have to add a fuse, and it's a lot more complicated. If you don't have the accessory outlet, you can do that. Just make sure that you fuse the feed coming off your battery, so that you don't cause a short and kill your battery, because no battery, no generator. And in case you're wondering, the Wyze camera only uses 230 milliamps at 5 volts, which is roughly 100 milliamps at 12 volts, which can be easily powered by the 2 amp onboard trickle charger on the unit. So just kind of adjust the camera so that you can see the light, and that no light is being let in from this area here, because there's a air vent right here, so light will come in here. So you want to make sure that you stop at the red line there. There. So no outside light will bleed through. And then when you close the lid, it'll get real dark in there. And sometimes you have to realign the camera. So one important thing is to make sure that you have a UPS powering your cable modem and Wi-Fi. Otherwise, when you lose power, you're obviously going to lose your internet. I got this Backups 450 for $40 at Meijer, and yeah, it works pretty well. So this will still work without the UPS. It's just you're not going to realize that you're on generator power until your generator's fired up and running the modem again. And if it has an error, you're just going to get an offline camera and you're not going to know what's going on. Running just a cable modem, one of these will last like a half hour at least. So that's plenty of time for you to take a look at the video feed, and it'll upload a couple motion captures in that time too. Okay, now we'll just go ahead and simulate a power outage. Generator started. And of course my basement lights aren't on the generator. I don't know who installed this thing. Not me. But you'll see now that you have no AC utility sense flashing, and that is causing it to trigger motion alerts. So you'll get a nice alert on your phone saying motion was detected on the generator. And when you look on the app, there's your motion, and it wants me to upgrade to Cam Plus. And there's me recording the first part of this video. And let's just watch that power outage event. Oh, and I put all my security cameras that I have into a group, so when I view any of my security cameras, I will see that generator status camera there. And I usually check my cameras at least once a day, so I will always be checking the status of my generator if, for some reason, the motion notification doesn't fire. Let's turn the power back on. And load the camera, and we have a solid light. And if you find that your Wi-Fi signal is not strong enough once you close your generator lid, just find your nearest power outlet and put a repeater in there. You can get a cheap Wi-Fi repeater for about 15 bucks. If you do buy a repeater, make sure that you have it on a UPS as well, or else you'll have the same issue of not getting the video feed as the power dies. And I have an SD card in mine, so it will record continuously. And to access it when it comes back online, I just hit view playback. And then I can Swiffer back to around the time of the power loss. There we go. And you can see exactly what time your power went out if you're curious. But nowadays your power company has a smart meter on your house, so you'll know when your power is out anyway. But this is just nice in case there's any status lights on. Let me just show you some of the settings that I have set. This is how I have my motion detection and my sound detection set. My event recording. My notifications. I don't have this on because it's outside. So I have night vision mode off, my night vision infrared lights off, the camera status light off. I've rotated the image 180 degrees so that the green lights appear in the right order. I have the timestamp on for obvious reasons. I turned off the Wyze logo because it could block the lights. I have it recording sound because then I can hear the generator starting up. And yeah, that's it for that screen, and I think that's all there is to it. So this is my solution. It's probably not the best solution, but it's probably the best you can do for $35. So thanks for watching.